Hi guys, I have not posted in a while, so this is kind of a random video. I have a lot of things in the works, but I wanted to address something that maybe some people are concerned about. I guess I'm going to direct this to the opposite sex, so men, and it's regarding personality slash mood. And I want to talk about this because I think that, if you are on the dating scene or not, or just single, right? Or you are married or in a relationship and you're just not giving off like a joyful vibe. Um, for example, like you're not exactly like the most energetic or enthusiastic person. And it's just like not something that's typical in your personality, or at least that's what you believe or feel. So I just wanted to address that because I think that sometimes, you know, that can affect our significant other or attracting a significant other. And I personally believe I'm a naturally joyful person. And I think that we all have that ability to become that way or to find ourselves like that. And I'm only going to address this in one way today, which is nutrition. And don't stop watching just yet. So, hear me out. Um, One of the things I noticed, I am not a nutritionist, by the way, so that's full disclaimer, but I have experienced a lot through supplements and probiotics and vitamins over the years. And it's mainly for understanding my family better so that I can help my kids as much as I can through development. So I'm going to come at this from a perspective of nutrition. And when I say that, I don't mean you need to lose weight, you need to work out to get endorphins and start getting happy. No, that's not what I mean. I mean that sometimes naturally in our body, obviously you've probably read about it or heard about it, our bodies just start to, or just naturally through our diet are not like, I'm going to try and explain this in layman's terms, like circulating like serotonin and some of like the happy chemicals. And a lot of the other things in our life just are harder. And maybe it is that you're overweight, but you don't have to be unhappy and overweight. I mean, obviously if you're overweight, you got to do something about it. Like I've been there. So, and I did something about it and it was like really hard. But it's absolutely worth it in the long run because not just to look good, because that's not what it's really about. Because if you don't feel good, that's like huge. But so back to what I'm saying. So if you're overweight and you just want to start feeling good at least, my suggestion is to start taking a probiotic. And the most simplest one that you'll start seeing results with almost immediately is Primidophilus bifidus. I'm probably butchering the name of that and I don't care. But if you have it 3 times a day, and I would suggest you start doing this for 3 months and start doing it right away. You're going to start feeling better right away. I'm not even kidding you. So and the reason I know this is because one, I do it and I immediately start feeling better within like the hour or within 2 hours of taking it. And I mean, just my mood is lifted. And okay, so that's one thing. So I would say every 3 hours, take that, or 4 hours, right? So 3 times a day. Okay, so that's Primidophilus bifidus. You're putting in good bacteria. Second thing I would do is after a week of doing that, I would start taking 2 to 3 times a day, 3 drops of grapefruit seed extract into applesauce or a juice or whatever. It's GSE, grapefruit seed extract. I can shoot some of the brands in the description, but this is actually gonna really help your gut just with getting rid of just Google it because you'll see all the crazy like microbiota that it's going to kill that's bad for you. The reason I say this, that you need to start with a probiotic first, is because you have to make sure you put in good bacteria before you start killing bacteria. And so those are two things. Just start doing that. Then you'll start to feel better. Okay, but if now I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, whatever. Okay, so just remember that. But I do have experience doing this. I've noticed a change in my husband and myself. And when my kids have, there was a time when my child was very not a positive kiddo and really struggling. And so this actually did help him. He actually said he felt better, which was like one of the things. He was really young at the time and is having issues with speech. So he even said, I feel good, which was like a huge thing because he has issues with speech. So the fact that he was pushing that out was pretty awesome. So I just wanted to put this out there because I think that it's super important to be positive, to attract a mate, to love yourself, and to be confident in yourself, right? You're taking care of yourself. Self-care is a huge one. As you look at my crazy hair / I didn't even brush it. So self-care is important, and feeling good is like super important. Okay. And I say this because I'm a married person, right? And I swear my husband, he's not exactly the most positive guy. And he's definitely not. He's actually very pessimistic. So I'm in charge of like his vitamins and nutrients basically. And it does actually work. Okay. So, like this morning, this is why, because I had forgotten my kid was sick with strep and I had forgotten to take care of like the extra stuff that I do for my husband, and which is horrible. Sorry. But he's really grumpy today. So I kind of thought, you know what? A lot of people struggle with this, right? And, so sorry. I should not be saying that about my husband online. But anyways, it's to help educate others. So anyways, the other thing I would highly recommend is getting a trace mineral supplement. That sounds so scary, so crazy, but trace minerals, and there's concentrace, which is a great one. All you do is you just put 4 to 6 drops of this in your water multiple times a day. And it's like a calming thing because you're missing like little micronutrients that help your neurotransmitters like connect with one another, right? And it just makes things flow super awesome. Okay. So those 3 things in itself are going to help making you feel better. Okay. Then the other thing is if you want to get more extreme, obviously, exercise, right? And the other thing would be, so this is true. Okay. Not spiking your blood sugar. And I know even if you're not diabetic, this applies to you. Okay. I used to be a huge snacker and now I know why. I love sugar. I love carbs, and who doesn't, right? But I started to realize how it made me feel like once I stopped, like once I tried to cut it out of my diet, I still eat what I want. I still eat like cake or whatever. But I do feel it for days later because I just noticed what the actual feeling is causing. Okay. Now, I know that sounds insane. We're Americans and we've lived this way our whole life. But yes, that's true. Like bread. Okay. And you can still have it. It's just bread and sugar. If you're not going to be super extreme about it, it's totally cool if you just do the basics, right? And that's going to boost your mood. Okay. Your blood sugar is not going to be like, me. Okay. But the other stuff initially, before I said the bread comment, that stuff is super easy. It's like 3 things you purchase online. And you can start just applying it. Just do it for like a couple weeks and see how you feel. I'm talking you will notice immediately with the concentrace and with the Primodophilus bifidus right away. You'll notice a good change right away within a day. Seriously, or even a few hours. And then, so the reason I say this, full conclusion here, is because people want to be around joyful people. And if you emit joy out of yourself, right? You have this joy inside of you, this light inside of you that wants to come out. And people are going to want to be attracted to that positivity. Like they want people, who wants to be around somebody blah, negative? Nobody. We got enough stuff on our own selves, right? We don't want to be around that negativity. So find a way to feel good, right? Take care of yourself. Do just these 2 or 3 things at minimum. And then the other 2 that I mentioned. So like a total of 5 things that could really, really change how you feel. Do I think you should cut out sugar right away? No. I still eat chocolate. I still eat things I like. But I've actually lost a significant amount of weight. I probably should weigh myself. But it's also in my mind today because I'm going to a pool. And yeah, I'm kind of excited more than I normally am because I haven't been in a swimsuit in like a really long time. Anyway, so I hope this video helps you. It's kind of a little bit off of the Kratza thing. So, but I do think it's important to have a good mood. Otherwise, who's going to want to have sex with you, right? Nobody. All right. Have a good one, guys. Happy weekend.